You are staring through a sheet of glass right now to look at me. Or maybe you're looking out a window at the world outside. It is completely transparent, totally silent, and entirely invisible. And because it is invisible, we completely forget that it is there. We treat it like it's nothing. But if you took away this single material, this simple melted sand, modern civilization would instantly collapse. The internet would go dark, medicine would stall, and our understanding of the universe would vanish. This is the story of glass. Not the window pane, not the smartphone screen, and definitely not just a cheap cup in your cupboard. We're talking about the world's most powerful invisible revolution, a material that extended human senses, allowed us to defeat deadly diseases, and completely rewrote how we understand reality itself. Because here's the thing about human biology. Our eyes are incredibly limited. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans could only interact with what our natural senses allowed us to see. We could see a predator charging at us, or a fruit hanging from a tree, but we were completely blind to the true mechanics of the world. We didn't know that microscopic monsters were swimming in our drinking water, and we didn't know that we were sitting on a tiny rock floating in an infinite cosmic ocean. Our evolutionary progress hit a hard wall because our eyes weren't sharp enough. We were trapped in a middle scale of reality. Then, roughly 4,000 years ago, in the deserts of the Middle East, humans accidentally discovered that if you hit ordinary sand with immense heat, it doesn't just burn. It undergoes a radical molecular transformation. It turns into a glowing, liquid lava that freezes into a solid, clear crystal. At first, we used it for luxury jewelry and tiny perfume bottles. It was a novelty for kings. But during the Renaissance, Italian glassmakers on the island of Murano perfected the art of making glass completely clear. And that is when the world changed forever. Someone realized that if you curve a piece of clear glass, it bends light. It acts like an artificial upgrade to the human eye. By the 1600s, scientists put these curved glass lenses together. In England, Robert Hooke looked down a glass tube and saw tiny living structures moving inside a piece of cork. He called them cells. For the first time, humanity realized that an entire microscopic universe existed right under our noses. Glass gave us the microscope, which gave us germ theory, modern medicine, and vaccines. It allowed us to see the invisible enemies killing us. At the exact same time in Italy, Galileo Galilei pointed a different configuration of glass lenses toward the night sky. He didn't see a flat dome of stars. He saw the craters of the moon and the moons of Jupiter. With a few pieces of shaped sand, our entire cosmic ego was shattered. We weren't the center of the universe. No other material has ever expanded human consciousness so violently in two opposite directions. Glass allowed us to look inward at the building blocks of life, and outward at the birth of stars. But the invisible revolution didn't stop there. In the late 20th century, we figured out how to pull glass into threads thinner than a human hair, fiber-optic cables. We realized that instead of sending electrical signals through copper wires, we could flash pulses of laser light through pure glass strands. Today, the entire global internet, every video you stream, every message you send, every piece of data moving across oceans, is traveling at the speed of light through millions of miles of invisible glass, hair buried under the sea. The gap between an ancient Egyptian artisan blowing a tiny, distorted glass bead and a modern silicon fabrication lab printing microscopic glass lenses for supercomputers is a massive technological chasm. One treated glass as a shiny toy. The other treats it as the literal nervous system of global civilization. Both are dealing with the exact same melted sand. Almost nothing else is the same. So the next time you tap your phone screen to check a notification, look out a window, or adjust a pair of glasses on your face, take a second to think about it. You aren't just looking through a transparent barrier. You are looking through a fragile, synthetic miracle. You are interacting with a material that took our species 1,000,000 years to invent. And it's sitting right there, completely invisible, holding the modern world together. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe to join our growing community and share this with a friend who needs to see it.